Good morning, good morning. 9:45 PMI flash is coming, so I'm not touching the market. Probably the gold's gonna reach the February 15 high, and it looks like Nasdaq swept the pre-market lows. So let's see if we have any good setup. Hopefully, yes, 1 hour changing state of delivery, or at least 1 hour C2 closure. I don't really want to touch crude oil today because my charts didn't uploaded or updated, sorry. And yeah, gold just reached my MMXM level. As you remember, a couple of days ago, I think maybe 3 days ago in my live, I was talking about this MMX model, market maker sell and market maker buy model. Now it reached the top of the market maker buy model. So right now, what we can anticipate a new phase of the price because we reach a new high, a V-shaped reaction, or retrace. So right now we actually monitoring the gold price, and I'm focusing on Nasdaq because I see a potential low resistance liquidity run soon at 25, 2550 and 2500-ish levels. All right, let me know, guys, what's your plan for today? Long, short, what do you see on the market right now? You mean you're not watching anything else like gold or Nasdaq? Let me change the camera. So what you anticipate? What's your bias for today? Because the bias, I think, what I had yesterday, it's on already the price already disrespected. So I now want to see what the market's gonna show us. All right, yeah, so we're on the same page. But because it's Friday, I would recommend to, yeah, mine too. I set alert after the market structure change on the POI, but the risk reward wasn't, good enough to get involved. And before the market opened, two red news, no thank you. So I was like, no, I don't want to chase the price, even if I know it's gonna hit that level I mentioned. No entry, no entry. Exactly. Sometimes we feel like, oh yeah, the price should go X, Y, Z, and then we get involved, we break our rules, and we got losses that we would be able to avoid. But right now, I am not sure what I will do if Nasdaq now if SP 500 is gonna make this sweep the low, sweep the high candle. It's not ideal. Hopefully, gold gonna close back to the range, but that at least like 15 points, and I don't see the price doing right now. Yeah, I don't like SP 500. I don't like this huge week back to this area, which is an inverse fair value gap and the fair value gap. Of course, low resistance liquidity around here, right? So, but it's Friday, so I'm gonna go half risk. So on gold, what I really like is this here, that at least like 30 points. And if the price wanna come and take these level, I anticipate the price coming to take the pre-weekly high, which 70 points. So that can be too much, I guess, for the AM session on Friday. And most of the time, Friday is profit taking. So how was the whole week? How was Monday? Monday was 16th, yeah, so 17th. Since Monday, actually the price was going higher. We got a manipulation and we are in the distribution phase. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So, and actually reach my weekly POI as well. So, swap this low, it's really bullish. this weekly candle. So ideally, I would like to see this pre-weekly high, but maybe next week. I'm not sure. But these looks really juicy. These look really juicy, yeah. All right, if SP 500 is gonna close above, that's gonna be a changing state of delivery from the pre-daily high. If not, then I don't know. I don't like this candle that swept the low and the high as well, because that means the 930 open was manipulation going lower, and news was going higher. So which one is a true direction, right? But I would see the daily. The daily was tricky because, as I mentioned in my analysis, we had a SMT between the two indices. We had SMT between Nasdaq and SP 500, and my biggest problem was that Nasdaq left failure swing into this low, right? And took out already. So now the price is in sync because this liquidity from 18th of February was taken, both of the instruments. So no SMT anymore. That's why SMT only makes sense when it's actually confirmed, but it wasn't. So, but at the same time, the long was disrespected, right? Because we took out this low. So this C2 is not valid anymore. And it's not ideal. I think it's not ideal to trade indices right now. This candle swept the high, swept the low. Yeah, exactly. Seek and destroy. Even this 1 hour candle is a seek and destroy. Took the sell side and took a buy side. So it was an open low high close candle that we anticipate it's a bullish candle. And the price came back from the external, because that was the external here, right? The pre-daily low into the internal, right? We have a fair value gap here. We had another fair value gap here. So the external to internal was finished, accomplished here as well. We took out the pre-daily external, and we came back this order block and into this fair value gap. So internal as well, checked. So would be better if the price just comes this area, retrace and going higher to this area, and we can long. But right now, of course, the price didn't take out this obvious door, which is a London high, and SP 500 is lagging. So probably we had some good news on the Max 7. So maybe Nvidia or Palantir or Google has some good news. That's why we were skyrocketing more than the SP 500. I think that can be a difference between the two items. And then if the price, and it's a big if, right? If the price closes back this week, then we can anticipate a retrace, and that we can scalp if we have a good entry. And then don't forget, we have a lot of failure swings until the pre-daily low, and we actually reach a significant high, but we don't have a V-shaped reaction, so it's not a reversal. Probably we're gonna have a retrace, and if we have a retrace into the range, that can be a 50%, which is aligned with this order block and the fair value gap. So we can short back to this fair value gap and PDA if we find a good risk reward. But it's a big if, because we against the whole weekly trend, which is a bullish trend, you see. So, and we didn't close back, even we actually just swept this high on the 1 hour time frame. So ideally it should be bullish and going higher to target these highs, these failure swings. Here, let me mark. You can target this zone. But the case is that we swap this high. It's not really nice. Let me try to annotate my chart. No worries, there is no entry. No entry on Nasdaq. So even it was flying. How many points? Jeez. 180 points in 5 minutes. That's big now. No, we had the 9:45 news, and that's it. That was a PMI. Oh, there is a Trump's global tariff struck down by U.S. Supreme Court. That's why it was picking up. We had the news about the tariff, the Supreme Court. And let me check financial juices. Okay, yeah, so that means the tariff was cancelled. That can be really bullish for the market. But it's really great news for all the countries, but not USA. So maybe we're gonna have a bearish move for the day because the tariff was. Let me try to figure out. Let me check the news. I don't know. I don't know. This Supreme Court news is strong. You see the gold? I don't know, guys. Be careful. Be careful. But makes sense to reach the level here and disrespected this 1 hour POI. We made a new one by M5 so we can short. But at the same time, jeez. Wow, gold is tanking. All right, guys, I don't think so. I'm gonna touch this market today. Whoa, 70 points. I mean, you can blindly open a short on gold if you more than happy to reach the whole account, but hey, that's a lot of almost 200 points in 5 minutes. Nah, I don't know. So these news can trigger the market bad, really bad. I mean, we have a lot of low resistance liquidity until 4,969, right? But and then we finished as I mentioned, we finished the market maker buy model as well, accidentally, right? We got the bad news, however we can name it, but this area should be something else here. You wanna see this hold. If not, then we're gonna give back this whole move. 4,963. Let me see what you run. No, yeah. Yeah, of course, Pelosi. Yeah. Yeah, it's a V shape now. But at the same time, it happened because of the news. I don't know, because so when we had tariff in the States, that means, we slowing down. Now the Supreme Court says, struck down the tariffs. You know what I really think? Today we had a PMI, right? So I guess they know already the news. They know already that it's gonna be a negative news, okay? So they were pushing up the whole market during the whole week, and they released the news. So that case, they made the less impact on the market because they literally deleted the couple of days move. But if they're not pushing higher the price before the negative news, then we go lower, way lower. We're gonna lose levels that they don't want to lose, right? So, big banks has this special collateral or butterfly options, and that means they want the price moving between two levels, ranging, and that's how they make money based on the volatility. So I think something like this could happen as well. So that's why we had this whole bullish move up and then down on gold at least. Well, check on SP 500. We have equal highs here. Probably the market's gonna take out that one, right? What happened here? We have a high here too. That's nice. I'm gonna delete this fair value gap we don't need anymore. So what happened? The price went higher. And first of all, went lower. Then the C3 is really bullish. Inside the C3, we made a protected low already. You see here. So we anticipate the price is gonna take out this and then probably this level too. Based on my strategy, but the stop loss would be a huge stop loss. Like we won't have a 2R. If we go a lower time frame, maybe we can fight something, but gold is reclaimed 5,030-ish level. I don't care about the London high. And here as well, because the pre-daily high is a stronger level. Pum, 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 pum. Okay, if we try to focus, we have structure, even the news. Just mark all the area which is important. All right, so what I would like to see now. So if you see that price actually swapped this high, right, and went lower, if the price is gonna close below this 1 hour up move, these 3 up move candles that actually swap the high, and if we're gonna close lower, then we can anticipate this was a failure swing of this is a failure swing of this, and this is a failure swing of this, and this is a failure swing of this. You see? So now you have a lot of failure swings here. Here, what we have a sweep. We have a high resistance liquidity. Only, and this is the only case, if the price closes below, then the next 1 hour candle can go lower. Maybe it's gonna make a fair value gap here. You're gonna see a 1 hour candle coming back, make a C2 here, and we can short from this fair value gap to this low. But probably for that we need to wait at least 4 hours. So that's not ideal. I don't think so. I'm gonna sit here until 2 p.m. to make X amount of money, because PM session is not my session time. You see Nasdaq as well going lower now. Yeah. How about other influencers? Are they shorting, longing? Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna wait for 11 as well, and based on that 1 hour time frame, and maybe I'm gonna go down to the 15 minutes to check if we have any C2 inside the, let's say, C4 1 hour candle or something like that. But this move is brutal on gold. This one, damn. If you have one micro to short, you make $500 in 5 minutes. That's crazy. You think how long you work for the money in the real retail job? That's crazy. I'm gonna have a coffee. Back. Finally, I think this price action is good on the gold because we had a huge C2 closure. And exactly, I would like to see a continuation as well. 10 more minutes. And let's just try to, actually, that's perfect. To prepare ourselves for the C2 closure was there. I hope you didn't touch the market. C2, H1, C2. Okay. I'm gonna go lower on the 5 minutes time frame. Can you hear me, guys? I hope so. Okay, I don't need this one. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, hey. I see Alan just left, but at least he said hi. That's good. So still we have to wait until we have a M5 changing state of delivery here, until I wouldn't touch it. Still waiting, but at least we had a C2. That's nice. Let me see the Nasdaq. So hopefully we're gonna have, yeah, you remember this level here. I'm showing this level is there. So I wanna see the price to go that level. Hopefully we're gonna have a manipulation back to the H1 POI. So something like this. And then we can enter here and target 2R. But probably the price just gonna fly there. I'm curious how many people will open a mini long right now on Nasdaq to target that 30 points, 28. Yeah, 30 now. Okay, I'm still waiting and waiting. So we had here this, and this is the last bearish. This is the OB. I want to see that one be respected. We have a fair value gap here, so ideally we want to see the price coming back and going higher. This is the M5 order block. Oh, sorry, fair value gap. And well, it's really bad because this is my range right now. Yeah, hopefully before it's gonna take out that high, we're gonna go lower. I hope it's gonna close above this level too. We have 1 more minute, because this can just be a retrace and going lower. Low resistance liquidity are here towards this internal liquidity, but we wanna see a closure, of course. I wish I could be a gambler and open a mini now and just target 15 points, but I won't do it because I'm trying to be a professional trader. All right, 5 more minutes. That's actually cruel. You see this? Oh shit, not that one. You see this? That's a high of this 5 minutes candle. And this is where we have the previous 1 hour high. So it's like 3 more points. Would be so bad if the price. No, it won't, but it can be a really bad move. So yeah, now I wanna see, as I mentioned, let me just put this on here. Yeah, I mean, I wanna see. I only take if I see M5 protected low. Otherwise, I'm gonna close and wrap up the live 11:30. Because if the price is gonna take out this level, I'm not really sure about the long anymore, because that's a strong doll, right? Why? Because this level, we took out these equal lows, this, and went higher, and then we have this pre-weekly high, and that pre-weekly high is way far further. That's like 300 more points. So if the price is gonna take out this high, we can anticipate a new phase of the price, which can be a range bound retrace, going higher, or reversal, right? So I want to see the price to leave this failure swing here, aggressive move down to the POI, to the 5 minutes fair value gap, make a new 5 minutes order block, put my SL here, and target 2R above this liquidity zone. Otherwise, if it's gonna take out, I'm not taking this trade. I will focus on gold, because now we have a C2 soon. And if you have a C2, because the open high low close, that means that's a bullish candle. Even, it looks bearish, because what happened? The price opened, went higher, took the buy side, and went lower, took all the sell side, right? Oh, no coffee break anymore. It took all the sell side from this area, which, as I mentioned, can be a strong resistance on the higher time frame. So what happened? The price opened, went higher, tried to go lower, but the buyers pushed the price back. So now, and it's closing. So that case, I want to say open, low, high, close candle to this range, and that's it. That's, I think, more clear than this. But this one as well, it's a nice price action, but overuse. The price can go 15 minutes easier than going back like 100 point and then going back, I guess. Only problem with the gold, I want to see something like this, but it's again too close. So maybe even I don't take a trade. I don't know. We will see if the price gives us something good. Would be nice if we have something like this, and then we can long from here to here. That's like a 2R. All right. Yeah, I want to see the price coming back. Yeah, I mean, like, until here, that's too much. That's too much. I think it's gonna take out this, and then maybe it's gonna reverse. I don't know. Let me fix the, yeah. So this is my range. Yeah. Another thing I want to see, slow down move. I want to see something like, so that case we can have a changing state of delivery and then a proper risk management. That would be my ideal scenario. Yeah, but I'm telling, the price is gonna shoot up, I guess. I don't think so it's gonna give us an entry. Exactly. So we wanna see consolidation in the first part of the candle, manipulation the second part of the candle, and then going higher. If we see a harsh move to the downside, which won't happen, then we have to wait until we have a changing state of delivery, and then, hop, it took out. It looks like an ice cream, no? Yeah. Okay, let's see gold. We have the C2 closure. Now I'm gonna focus only on gold. I don't care Nasdaq. Perfect. Now let me mark the area. So from this level to this level, right? Because I want to use the wick. Why the wick? Because we have a huge wick. I don't want to use the whole body candle. I want to use only the wick. This area to this open, that was my 1 hour point of interest. Okay, this one is fixed. I have a C2. And then sadly, I have to wait until we close above this level. Because why? Because this whole down move was a bearish move. That was a wick. So I need a confirmation to the wick first. And if we have a confirmation of the wick first, then we can go higher. Probably a lot of people can long from here because we have a fair value gap, and if we have a new order block, internal order block, that can be a scalp to this high, but not my entry model, so I'm not really looking for that trade. And then yeah, now again we have to wait. Probably the most difficult part in trading to not pressing the button, right? Because we have to wait a lot. So how other traders are doing right now? They longing, shorting. Who else is here? Type your name in the chat so I can interact. Yeah, better to not to engage, I guess you. And this is as well like until, and for me that was the eye opener to realize that. So what we have here, we have a huge down move, right? This huge down move. And for me that was the eye opener until we didn't break above this level. Everything can be just retraced into this order block, right? Because we have this order block that push the price lower, because algorithm works inverse. So when it goes higher, it sells, and when it goes lower, it buys. So I wanna see this one to be broken because the sell side. So everything inside this down move is just a retrace. I like this V-shaped reaction here. So that's good. But at the same time, if we use a OT, this was a down move, and the price just retraced back to the OT level. So if the price wants to go lower, this is the ideal spot to go lower. Why? Because we have this. What is this? It's a low, high, lower low, lower high. So this one can push the price lower. I wanna see this level fail before I engage to an opposite direction. And ideally, we're gonna have something like this. We can enter SR and then 2R. Exactly, because I think the key is to understand the range. This is the range. Why I would looking for long inside a bearish order flow, because this is a bearish order flow, right? Why I would looking for longs from here? Scalping to the premium, deep premium, and going lower? Because when you look for long from the area like this, that's against what? Against the trend. So it's a important thing. Trend is your friend, right? So I think it's better to look for shorts, but we didn't have any confirmed shorts, right? Let's say if the price comes back like this and close below this bullish order block, what we have? We have an order block, price retrace back to the order block. We have a bearish PDA that supports to a price going lower. And if the price close below this order block, then we have an amazing short opportunity from here. And then obvious, if the price is gonna take out this high, it's gonna go take this high as well. So you can put your stop loss here and you can target the 50% of this week or the bottom of the week. But you know, a lot of people are like longing from here because they wanna catch the falling knives. Good luck. So we have an internal order block, but we need what we need. Let me see Nasdaq. Here we go. Now we're talking. What happened? You see? Important, significant level. Now let me see how many likes we have on the stream. Let me see. All right, guys, I need more likes. I got like only 3. Come on, press this button or unpress and press it again to push my ego. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but at least I like the interaction. Nicole is a number 1 who is chatting a lot. Alan was here, and then nobody else was active in the chat. So who is watching right now the live? Type your name in the chat, please, because I see there are like right now 3 people watching. And I would like to know you guys. All right, gold actually looks promising. And 11:30. So, okay, what I think is gonna happen, what's gonna happen, sorry. So I think the price gonna range something like this. We close above, right? That's perfect. Gonna go range, manipulate, distribute around like 1150, and then have a strong up move to fill this fair value gap. Oh no, so not fair value gap. This is a low resistance liquidity. You remember here on the left side. You see? So that's what I think is gonna happen. I wanna see this. So with Nasdaq, we didn't want to see something like this. We wanted to see expansion, right? So I'm just gonna delete all these order. Let's see if the price coming back and make a up move. I think the best if I'm gonna just give a, here we go. So if the price is gonna reach my level, I'm gonna get a alert. God looks promising, right? We just have to wait, okay? We need a changing state of delivery. So another important thing on 1 hour time frame, we see price took out this high, went lower into this area, and then make a C2 closure and close back the range. Now the C3 opened, went lower into the POI, and if we have a 5-minute changing state of delivery, then we can target this high and these low resistance liquidities on the left side. Okay, but we have to see, and then we can use this one as a OB, and we can target 2R with this I don't know how many points, like 10 points, yeah, because this hold down move was a huge move. So what we wanna see, we wanna see another order block made with a different protected low, right? Because otherwise your stop is gonna be huge, and that's $700 now. Another lesson, we can actually work on our ability. So you see that was a order block, okay? That was the order block. And the price closed above the 50% and inverse this bearish move, right? So the probability is higher the price is gonna take out this high before it goes lower. Why? Because this is a deep, the price is in deep premium. Or sorry, deep inside this order block or range that push the price lower. So I think ideally I don't want to see the price going lower than this. Here we go. Nasdaq just reached our level. What a surprise. Now, okay, we're gonna see how the price is gonna react that level, and then we can target higher prices. But you see 140, 120 points in 15 minutes. Good luck who was longing. Good luck, guys. So that's why I'm focusing only on gold. And now I want to see the price react this level going higher. I don't want to see to going lower than this level because the price close above the 50% of the order block. Okay? But don't press any long button. Okay? We have to wait until our entry model is gonna appear. Okay, but you see the entry is evolving right now. So yeah, usually, as I mentioned, we got money based on our decision and not the time we spend in front of our laptop. So the moment of truth on gold, right? Because finally it actually touched the internal OB. And I think you remember a couple of lives ago, I was talking about before the price takes out the external liquidity, creates a failure swing to back to the PDA, the previous PDA, and then we're going to have a harsh move to the upside. I've seen many times creating these failure swings before this internal, because this is internal on the lower time frame, and that actually into external liquidity to back to the PDA, and then a strong up move. This is like teasing the people to, but obviously not teasing, but let's say don't tell me it was like 77 and 85 after the price went back to 04 to 77, like 73 points, that the price is not strong enough to take out this liquidity. That's bullshit. So I want to see this act as a support to push the price higher. So I want to see a strong, violent move right now. We tap into the latest OB, and I want to see, or the cruel version can be it's gonna sweep this low and then goes higher, but we will see. I'm not touching right now because we had no confirmation of the C2. And imagine how many people were actually longing like crazy, yeah, Nasdaq, and then just retrace back. This is the area where I want to see a new protected low formed on the 1 hour time frame. If won't happen, then this 1 hour candle is gonna be actually a retrace candle. Only thing that actually supports the long idea on gold, even if didn't take out, you know, this level yet, that actually we have, okay, let me join the OT. But the OT is not valid anymore. Why? Because the price closed above the OT and then close above the 50%. So the probability is lower that price gonna go lower from here than goes higher because it's much closer for this area, right? But the 50% of this, let me show you, the 50% of this candle wick, what a surprise, exactly there where we have this open candle. Must be random. I don't wanna, you know, say anything. I would say just study price action and you will see these many times in a patterns, and that's okay. That's how we read candles, right? So I want to see price to close above this area. Yeah, you remember when ICT was talking about that? Oh, guys, the white van is talking, and the white van is outside. I mean, like, you got my point. And by the way, I respect ICT a lot. I learned a lot from him. I think he's an amazing trader on paper accounts. Sadly, on a real live account, now really. But the knowledge he gave us, that's precious, and I really appreciate that he shared his psychological videos, because I think his psychological videos are amazing. So if you have a chance, guys, just listen to his psychological videos. Those are amazing videos. All right, I think we see the Nasdaq doesn't want to do what we wanted. So the long is kind of no. So maybe we're gonna have a C2 closure on the 1 hour time frame. And let's see what we have on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, price can come back to this 1 hour order block. So maybe the price gonna leave a fair value gap here, and then it's gonna open high, low, close, and then gonna swap and goes higher, right? So maybe it's gonna leave a fair value gap here, then the price gonna, the next hour candle is gonna open, goes higher to the 1 hour PDA, sorry, 1 hour point of interest, going lower to this 1 hour PDA, which is the order block and the fair value gap. So maybe we're gonna see a C2 closure into this order block, into this fair value gap, and then we can long and target this high within the C3, which could be 1 o'clock PM. So maybe PM session is gonna be a continuation higher. So right now, let's say it's gonna leave a fair value gap here. Let me draw. Let's say the next candle, let's say it's gonna close here. The next candle is gonna open, goes higher into the 1 hour POI, which is this 1 hour candle, goes lower, sweep into the PDA and close back to the range. That would be at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. We're gonna have an open, low, high, close, and then 2 open, low, high, close. And that's gonna be a retrace, right? But I don't wanna stay that long, so I'm not interested at all. And as well, what I see right now on gold, I don't like it. So I wanna see a harsh move. I don't like that slow ranging thing. So what happened, I forgot to change the CL contract to the MCLJ, right? So I have no accurate price action on CL. So I don't wanna look for trade because there is no trade on gold and Nasdaq SP 500. Because if I wanna open the CL, 100% I will find a position. Why? Because I wanna find a position. And no, thank you. I'm gonna wait, see what we have here, and then I'm gonna just close the chart and wrap up the live. Because gold should be good now, right? So we wait for the gold. If the gold doesn't give us anything, then I'm just gonna close the chart. 11:30 is my time, but right now we're so close to form a trade that maybe I should stay longer. I'm not sure. Because let's say we're gonna have a protected low in within the C3, right? And if we have a protected low on the inside the C3, then we can anticipate higher prices to that low resistance liquidity run. So right now we had a, I don't like to use that terminology. First, I want to see a C2 confirmed. If we have a C2 confirmed, then we're gonna have another order block within the C3. The problem is that the 12 o'clock is gonna manipulate, maybe sweep the last order block inside the C3 and then close above the range again, and it's gonna continue to move higher. In that case, if you long from the last order block inside the C3, you cooked. But if you long from the C4 new first OB, then let's say that OB was made after the sweep inside the C3, that can be a good one. But let me try to draw. So let's say this is a last OB inside the C3, right? And then we're gonna have something like this, and it's gonna take out, the low inside the C3 and goes higher. And if you long from here, and you haven't reached the 2R, you cooked and you're gonna have a loss. That's why I like to wait the new open, low, high, close candle, like accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Inside the new candle. So yeah, I think maybe I'm just gonna close the chart as well and call it a day. Look at this price action. That's not ideal. $127 points. Hey, oh damn, I was thank you. Okay. I have to do something with this mic on off because I use OBS and I have to open another window. I'm gonna maybe have a some keyboard scat, something like that. Yeah, thank you. So I was talking about that this one is the lowest internal high or failure swings towards this and external high, right? Because this one, you remember, here, this is the high we target right now. That's the door. So the problem, if you want a long and you enter here, your order block is this huge range. And the price can come back here, take out all these lows, and then goes higher. That's still a valid long. Why? Because we only bearish if the price break this area, right? Until now. So that's why risky to take this long right now, because yeah, we make a new one. Yeah, everybody's happy. This is our obvious doll, but the best would be if the price comes back this area, something like make a new OB. We can put the stop loss here inside this fair value gap and this high, and we can target 2R, which is gonna be like this. And that could be a cool entry. Why? Because the price retraces back to this order block, not now. I wanna wait to just range a bit at this high, right? Then retrace back this fair value gap, and there is a previous high, and make a new order block. So that should be a protected new low. And because the dollar is so close, like 20 point, we can have a 10 point SL and target this high. Because I want to see a harsh move. And then it can retrace and take all this liquidity. Until I don't want to see the price to take this liquidity because we have this external, which is stronger. And I want to see the price to take the strong one first and then take out the internal slowly during the PM and then goes higher. I think you got my point, right? Yes, and Nasdaq as well. You see, if we close above this, we had a new protected low on the 1 hour time frame. But this is like 126 to 964. It's like 70, let's say 70-ish point SL, which is $140 with one micro and 280 with 2 micros. So I don't really wanna risk 126 points because that means I anticipate price gonna make at least 280 move to the upside, which let's see if I have a long from here to the body. Yeah, we can have that one during the whole PM session, something like, and then that's it for today, and something like that from 3 p.m. But for me, nah, I don't want to have an open trade in 2 p.m. session. And then obviously this is like C2, sorry, C2, 3, and let's say, so you see like 2, 3, and this is a C4. And the C4 can be as well, if you see I'm not closing above this level, that can be a C2 closure. So, and we left a fair value gap here, as I mentioned. So maybe, as I mentioned, it's going to be like open, high, low, close, sweep into this fair value gap and the order block. And the mic was on now. So right now, I would like to see the price retracing back to this fair value gap, make a new order block, and finally to see that's a new candle as well. We will see. And then we can target that high. Let me just mark that high. I want to see here. That's actually okay. Not okay. That's a PM, that's a pre-market high. Yeah, I'm gonna wait too. So exactly, you said looks too good not to try it. That means you have no plan. You just try. I don't like the idea to try something. I want to follow my entry model. Do you have a protected law? Do you have all the criteria that based on your entry model? Then try. But at the same time, for me, I mentioned what I want to see before I get involved. I don't want to get involved and then have a loss because I was impatient. Yeah, I think that's the word, impatient. Yeah. So I see why you want to try, but make sure that it's Friday. That's among Friday before lunch. The price is around the February 50 high. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay, my bad. Okay, so yeah, I'm still waiting as well. Equal lows now. Where are the equal lows? Damn, I have to do something with this mic. Sorry. So you see, retrace back, and if the price close above this 5 minutes order block, that means that won't be a C2 closure anymore. But if the price closes like this on the 1 hour time frame, that's really tricky, because what happened, the price left the fair value gap where above this order block. So if we have a C2 closure, we can see something like this, right? Because this one is a failure swing into the fair value gap into the order block on the lower time frame. And you mentioned something with gold, like 5 minutes. Yeah. That's classic failure swing before it goes higher. And accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Maybe on the 1 minute time frame, we have accumulation. Here we have a manipulation and then distribution towards this high, because that can be a market maker sell model. So let's say this was, sorry, buy model. That was a market maker sell model, and this is a market maker buy model. And maybe this is a second stage on the 30 seconds or I don't know, 1 minute time frame. I don't want to go and find ideas, because, you know, I mean, my mental capital is getting, you know, I'm getting tired because I'm over 15 minutes. I used to stay. But this one definitely can be accumulation. So we want to see a manipulation into this fair value gap, have a new order block, and then going higher. And that can be a good 1 to 2 hour trade, probably. And then the price can sweep this and goes lower, take all this liquidity. Still nothing, still waiting. Probably 12 o'clock, expansion into this high. And then as well 11:50. Let's see what the markets wants to do now. By the way, Nasdaq looks gorgeous. So if the price closes above in 11 minutes, then we can have a continuation higher. Let's see. Gold still ranging. Wanna see a manipulation into this fair value gap before it goes higher. Oh yeah. No, I don't think so. I would take, Nasdaq now. Maybe if the price gonna make a new M5 changing state of delivery within the 12 o'clock candle, then we can long have a 2R. Right now, that one is not ideal. That's the huge stop loss. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna have a coffee break too. Just a moment. All right, I'm back. This price action is a joke. Like, come on, dude. Like, I know it's ranging. I wanna see a quick move to the fair value gap and then higher prices. In a quick 2 hour in 10 minutes, and that's it. Yeah, the low is not protected yet, so I don't want to touch it. Plus, actually, we had a new 1 hour candle, so I want to see the price to manipulate into the new daily POI, 1 hour POI, which is gonna be this area to that high. I don't need this one anymore. So that was the low of the 1 hour candle, and that was a high. So right now, I don't want to see the price going lower than this area. And what a surprise, we have a 5 minutes PDA inside the 1 hour. So yeah, waiting. Something like this. I need a protected low inside the C, the next candle, let's say that. Let me see Nasdaq. Lol. So right now we have a C2 closure on Nasdaq. So I'm bearish on Nasdaq, which is good because it can be bullish for the gold. So that actually a really small price action move opportunity from this. Yeah, so we want to see a new bearish OB made from that level, from here, because what we didn't take out this high, so it's bearish. But as well, it's gonna be only confirmed if we have closure below this. So no, thank you. It's a big no. Now I'm where to watch it. Yeah, gold, only gold. Let's go. Actually, let me delete this. I don't want to see this one too. You see, this will be only confirmed if we have this closure above. So I think it won't close above until the price comes back this area, and then it's gonna close. Until I don't think so. Let's go. Gold is flying. Yeah, I don't like it. So it's not a valid OB. Like, I mean, it's valid OB, but not inside the new candle, because I didn't see any manipulation, and it's a B setup because that's internal between two 1 hour candle, right? So not internal, sorry. So there's this OB being formed between two 1 hour candles, and that can be a long, but I wouldn't take it. It's really up to you if you want to take it. There's nothing bad. Not my cup of tea. Let's say that. I don't want to see, you know, the price doing something like this now. So probably I won't take it. Because this can be a manipulation out of the range as well, right? We had accumulation, we have a manipulation, distribution. That's why it can be a loss. Ideally, I wanted to see this. As well, we can actually study this price action. So we had a, so this was consolidation, this was expansion, this was retracing, this was expansion, this was consolidation. So if you see the price moves, consolidation, expansion, retrace, V-shaped reaction, expansion, consolidation, and now what is this, right? What do we have after a consolidation? From here, if you take this long, you take from here, you put your stop loss here, and you go for 2R. I'm not in the trade and I wouldn't take it. Let's just study this, okay? Okay, I'm not in a trade because I don't have protected low. Even if I want to see the price coming this area. And this was the range. Just a moment. I'm gonna have a phone call.